Okay, the hardest one of all for applicants to figure out is REA, Restrictive Early Action. Let's talk about it. I'm Kelly Chester. Welcome to the Application Workshop. Okay, so REA stands for Restrictive Early Action. What does that mean? So many applicants get so confused between ED, REA, EA, rolling. REA seems to be the most confusing for applicants because so few schools have an REA option. REA means that you are choosing one school essentially to apply to early in the admission season. So schools that come to mind that like REA are Georgetown, Harvard, Yale, Princeton historically have offered REA. Sometimes they have a year where they don't, but those are the schools that typically say you can REA to us, Stanford as well. What you're doing in that situation is it almost functions like ED. You're choosing that one horse to bet on. You're choosing Harvard. You're REAing there. It's your top choice. You may only get that one application out for November 1st. Except, here's the exception, you can also submit state schools. So I'm in New York. Say I want to apply REA to Harvard. I can't ED anywhere else. I can't EA anywhere else around the country. I get my Harvard application ready to REA. It's Restrictive Early Action. I send it out to Harvard, but I can also apply to schools in the SUNY system, which is the public university system in the state of New York. Why is this allowed? Because those schools are affordable. So REA is a little bit more flexible than ED in that REA is not binding either. So I can get into Harvard for REA, but I do not need to attend like I would for ED. So let's once again pretend that I sent my app out to Harvard for REA and maybe I sent out a state application out for SUNY Binghamton. I get into both. I can make my choice between Harvard or Binghamton. I do not have to attend Harvard. Yet the acceptance rate for REA is still slightly higher. So you have some of the benefits of applying ED to a school when you apply Restrictive Early Action. Once you hear back from Harvard, you can still decide to apply to other schools for RD, for regular decision. The difference is that Harvard is limiting the amount of schools that you as an applicant are allowed to apply to in the early phases of the admission season. So again, REA, Restrictive Early Action. You can apply to your top choice school that offers REA, like a Harvard, Yale, Stanford, and your state schools. You may not apply to other schools around the country. One more small exception, just to confuse everybody a little bit more. If you are a BS to MD applicant, if you're looking for those direct med school trajectories, that's BS to MD, you're allowed to submit applications for that too with Restrictive Early Action because the deadlines are so early and it's a very long process. But that applies to very few applicants. For most of you out there, REA means that you can choose one REA school in the early rounds of the admission season, in addition to your state schools. Once you hear back from Harvard in December, whether you get in or not, you can then send out as many applications as you want for regular decision. Post any questions in the comment below, visit my website, email me, let me help you through this decision-making process.